I thought it was the most disgusting thing in the world when you were
'Cause I
doing
used to do it back
keto.
when I
You'd
did
put it in
keto.
there,
I
have
do-
taste this.
what
I'm
was
like
that,
that.
bulletproof coffee? Is
Yeah,
that
that's what it's
called?
called. Yeah, and so I was like, I tasted it. I'm like, that's disgusting.
Well, what's wrong with you?
I was a sugar burner.
I was better than him back then too. Hey!
Hello.
Welcome to Butter and Marriage.
The Butter and Marriage Meat and Marriage Show.
I'm Annalisa Jasinski.
I'm Tom.
Oh, he's just Tom.
I'm just Tom.
He's so special he doesn't even need a surname. Is that what last names are called?
Mr. Tom.
Oh, Mr. Tom.
No, I don't
Not
know.
to
Just
me.
Tom. I don't know.
Fine. We are here because we care.
Oh my goodness. It's been a long day, huh?
Yes. But I have plenty of energy for this. So we're going to talk about butter.
Well, maybe you would if you had your butter, because that's what we're going to talk about. You haven't had your butter.
Oh,
That's
I haven't
the
had
problem.
my butter. So Tom has made some carnivore friends.
So there's just been a discussion about healthy fats lately. And on carnivore, basically it is a fat diet. Protein's important, but a lot of times they talk
secondary
about
too.
secondary to fat because that's your fuel as opposed to carbs.
I literally-
Carbs, i.e. unhealthy things in your body. So anyway, I gotta watch it. Yeah, I know. I gotta watch how I say it because you actually if you say they're like, wrong, they'll censor that a little bit. Yeah, isn't that weird? They're AI censors or whatever they are. They are. But anyway, so people have been talking about getting stranded on the scale, so to speak, or not moving, and how they feel.
Say stranded on an island.
Well, we've been stranded on an island before.
As long as we have butter.
As long as we have butter. But the talking about as opposed to going like 70-30 or fat to protein, going 80-20. And I've been messing with it a little bit here and there, but the big ticket for us is butter, grass-fed butter. Whether it's like the stuff from Aldi, their brand, or Kirkland from Costco, or Kerrygold from. There's all kinds of them. Those are probably the most readily available ones. But there's just so much good with butter, the energy, how it affects you. I say it calms my nerves.
And it also settles your stomach.
It does.
You've
So there's
been doing that for a while.
Couple
both
times.
things.
Yeah, a couple times it's been like, man, my stomach just, I don't know. So I put a whole stick of butter in our Ninja blender thing that's, I don't know, 32 ounces, maybe 40.
No, it's not. It's 24.
Are you serious? That's all it is? Mm-hmm. So in 24 ounces of coffee, which is not 24 ounces of coffee because I put the stick of butter in there first.
8 tablespoons of butter.
Yeah. And then whatever
which is 4
remains.
ounces, I believe. 4 ounces because...
So 20 ounces of coffee.
Wow. That's quite a ratio.
It tastes so good.
I considered calling myself a fativore, but it just doesn't have the ring to it. But I've been doing 80-20 since the beginning because Dr. Elizabeth Bright talked about hormone health for perimenopausal women. And I really think that was the key and why I started to feel better so quickly. Mm-hmm. Because the fats are really good for your hormonal health.
Yeah,
it's really hard to say.
I think I was probably running 65-35 probably is my guess.
Once again, proof that I'm better than you. Yes. The scales have been restored.
Well, that'd be good. That'd be some good edits for our son to do.
Why?
It'd be like, I'm better than you.
Better than
It'd be good.
I like feeling better than you. It feels good.
I like when you feel better than me. It makes me happy because it makes you happy. And we're just that goofy.
But it takes a little bit of the fun out when you love it so much. Because then there's nothing to fight against.
Because I'm just that nice of a guy.
You are. You are the nicest.
So, anyway, well, I mean, you might be better, but I'm a hell of a lot nicer.
Well, isn't that the truth? If you know, you know.
No, if you know, you know. Anyway, butter makes you nicer.
I was just going to say, something else that's nicer is me on carnivore.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. I really feel for perimenopausal women who don't
They were
have
struggling with
enough saturated fat.
when their nerves are frazzled all the time.
I mean,
it's so
I
rough.
was so miserable, and I started to feel like myself again in 5 days. And I was pounding down the fat, man. That is how I got off of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
I ate tons of bacon. I had tons of butter, tallow. Like in the mornings, I'll have
Celery. Tallow tastes like
He
celery
thinks
to me.
it tastes like celery. He's lying.
Actually, I have a friend that agrees.
Nope, that's not your
She
friend.
does? Yes, she is. She
That's
is
not
my.
your
she
friend.
is my friend.
It's my.
No. Hey.
Say it
easy.
again.
No, she is so nice.
I don't even know who you're
it's
talking
Katie.
about.
Katie Gets Healthy.
Okay.
I think it was her who said it tasted like that.
Okay.
Or was it Katie Goes Carnivore? I don't know. One of these.
It
One of the
was-
Katies.
It was a carnivore human.
very nice
Let
Katie.
us know. We right now need to know. This is about butter, but we need to know. Inquiring minds of the meat and marriage variety would like to know if tallow tastes like tallow or celery, or maybe it tastes like something else to you.
I just
Side
got a
note,
weird funk to
I
it.
use South Chicago Packing Company
Mm-hmm.
Wagyu
It's
tallow.
clean. It's clean.
You're
It's definitely
clean.
clean. Yeah, I showered before.
I know. I shower my tallow before I eat it. But in the mornings, I make myself
God help me.
fatty coffee with about 2 generous tablespoons. So, okay, 3 to 4 tablespoons of tallow and 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter. So I guess that's a stick of butter because that 8 tablespoons, it's the equivalent of a stick of butter, but it's tallow in there too. Just because I think that gives me a
Celery
more
test.
holistic
Whatever.
nutritional profile.
You tell yourself whatever
I don't know.
story you
Makes me
want.
feel better.
You just researched before we made this video all the benefits of butter,
did.
and it you can't prove that for tallow.
Conjugated linoleic acid. It's
cannot
because I
prove
haven't
it.
done the
I
research
know
yet.
that was the point I was going to make. Because tallow's good too, if you like it. Well, even if you don't like it, it's
celery-
good for you. But I don't eat it.
But if it tastes like celery, don't eat it.
No.
So, but we're talking about butter, and
Butter.
and it is kind of a little bit like our Lord and Savior, the butter. It is a little
Oh my
bit
goodness.
a superfood.
It is.
We
a-
didn't
it-
know.
No, didn't know.
Have you ever eaten? What's that fake butter called? I just blinked out.
Margarine?
Margarine.
Ugh. I have. That's gross.
Did you understand the difference back in the day, or did you think it was?
No. Of course I didn't know. I mean, I knew I liked regular butter better, but
Oh.
margarine was like came out of the fridge soft. So
it's
you could spread it on your bad butter.
On your bread.
Or bread. Your
On your bread.
bad butter on your bad bread. That's what I was trying to say. If you call it that.
Honey.
If you
So
think it's butter
sorry.
and it's not, it's chiffon.
Chiffon.
Chiffon. Margarine. 1970 stuff.
If you think it's butter, but it's not, it's chiffon.
Isn't that a type of fabric? Chiffon?
No.
Yes.
Maybe.
Our-
Okay, anyway.
Our editor is going to find out the truth. Chiffon. Chiffon. I think it's like gauzy. It's
That's
kind of
not how
like
it's spelled.
prom dressy.
It is.
You don't know. Okay. Margarine. No, I knew because I was raised by very health conscious humans who knew about margarine being plastic, like before it was cool to know these things. So I never had margarine until
Flies won't land on it. Well, no, flies will
flies don't
land. I
really do
know.
butter
No,
either,
they don't either.
for
That's
that
a good
matter,
thing.
but
I don't know.
we do. So we digress. We just want to see.
Hey.
First of all, do you think tallow tastes like celery? Secondly, do you love butter? Thirdly, I've got some new friends on carnivore. They are new friends and they're also new to carnivore. And they were like talking about how they're really going to like up their butter intake. And they were doing like 2 tablespoons. And I was like,
yeah, one of my buddies.
Wait for this.
He was adding some on his plate of food with his eggs.
Yeah.
And it's like little pats of butter like you would get, at a
yeah,
restaurant.
at a
or
restaurant,
something.
like a little pat. Yeah.
And I was like, dude, here's
Get
what I
in
mean.
there,
He goes,
buddy.
and I'm like,
Scoop it out.
Well, and I told him about the coffee thing, and he did it. And he's like, oh man, that really is good. And now his wife's doing it. She likes it.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
So,
It's kind of weird.
what do you think?
I thought it was the most disgusting thing in the world when you were
'Cause I
doing
used
keto.
to do it back when I
you'd
did
put it in
keto.
there,
I
have
do-
taste this.
what
I'm
is
like
that, bulletproof coffee? Is
Yeah,
that
that's what it's called. Yeah. And so I was like, I tasted it. I'm like, that's disgusting.
Well, what's wrong with you?
I was a sugar burner.
I was better than him back then too. That was when I was doing extreme fasting
Yeah.
and keto, and my fat content wasn't nearly high enough.
now.
It's better now.
Which is weird because
I run
keto,
80-20
because
easily.
technically, if you're doing ketosis, like a ketosis plan, your fat is higher.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I should have been eating a lot more fat.
a lot more fat.
A lot more fat.
So all those salads were killing you. Poison.
Poison. Pure poison.
Poison.
So
what
Eat
was
more
the
butter.
what was the little details on the butter you got beforehand? Like
it has the
linoleic.
conjugated linoleic acid, which is good for immune system, health, and all kinds of stuff. Anti-cancer. It's really great stuff. And
Research it since she's forgetting. Hey, we're
Listen,
researching.
I was painting while I was doing it. Yeah. It also helps decrease body fat while preserving muscle. So like weight loss, butter does in general. Vitamin A is a really good source of vitamin A. Also vitamins D, E, and K, I think, or something like that.
I thought you were going to say EFG,
HIJK.
elemental P.
That's one letter.
It is.
Elemental P is one.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Say it's satiating. Like I'll drink that.
Oh, it
I'll
is
drink
super
that
filling.
coffee with all the butter and tallow
Well, I
in
made
it.
well, I
and then
made the
I'm
whole
good
butter
for-
thing the other day. Now that I know it's in 24 ounces, it even makes more sense. It's so concentrated, or
Yes.
20 ounces because it won't hold it all.
Right.
And you made me something to eat, and I'm like, I'm not hungry.
You weren't even hungry.
So,
It's very satisfying. Now you don't want to drink all your calories, but it's a great start to the morning.
yeah, I was just trying to think about that a little bit. Yeah, you
It's a
definitely
good
don't want to
survival
drink all your
thing.
calories.
I mean, but you want to chew and you want to get some.
So this is a holy
Every day.
pontification, Butter Batman.
It is, yes, a love note to butter. What do you think about butter? Do you love it? You love it. Let us know.
Comment later. Butter.